That's our discovery, my son.
Ad Astra is directed by James Gray and stars Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones, Donald Sutherland, and many more, and is basically a space drama with Brad Pitt, and that's all I'm gonna say. I basically walked into the theater having no knowledge about the movie, except the fact that Brad Pitt goes into space looking for his dad. I didn't watch any trailers, and I'm glad I didn't because this movie is absolutely riveting. This movie is great. I love this movie. This film makes me think very, very deeply. I was just throughout this whole movie, there's just all these meanings I was thinking about, and just all these different things, and what the movie was trying to communicate to us, and all just everything in this movie. I was just thinking so deeply, and this movie left me quiet for minutes after it ended, just thinking about what I saw. This movie made me think really deeply because I don't know, it's just we never really get movies like this, and when we do, it's just always so unique because they leave you with all these messages that are just so strange but so deep. And the whole space thing and everything, I've always been into space. I've always thought it was very interesting, just like everyone else, but the thing about space is everything that seems so close is so far away, and this movie kind of takes knowledge of that and just kind of goes deep with that and tries to express all these things to you. And this movie was a lot deeper than I thought it would be walking in. I thought this would be more of a thriller, kind of walking in in space, but it really just was just a very not melodramatic, but not, just kind of a drama in space with a lot of thrilling scenes and some very great imagery. Brad Pitt's character is very interesting, as you never really know what he's thinking, but you really do, as he narrates lots of things to you. Brad Pitt gives a great performance as this character, because this character is very he's very different from everyone else, and a lot of people would say maybe it's kind of a wooden character, but for me he was so interesting and riveting, and I really was thinking just about what he was thinking. This movie really had me thinking. This movie kind of got to me, and just how deep it was. And there's lots of narration in this movie. The narration was great. I felt like it belonged in this movie. Now, usually I'm not a big fan of narration. Most of the time it doesn't really work well with the movies, but this movie, it worked great. I thought the narration in this movie was great. Because the narration in this movie is very deep. He says very deep things, and the narration's all by Brad Pitt, and I just thought it made me think even more, and I felt it really did a whole number for this movie. The beautiful space images and scenes in this movie were incredible, especially in IMAX. I walked into the IMAX theater, and there was a lot of people in there. I didn't expect there to be that much people, but when I walked in, there was a lot of them. And also, I had no idea where any scene was going at some points, and I never knew how it was going to end. I always thought of or during some points of the movie, I was okay, it's going to end like this, and then it doesn't. And then I was whoa, this movie is really good at just I don't know, kind of changing views, or I don't really know how to describe it, and I don't want to ruin it for you, so I'm just going to stop talking about that. This movie also has a very unique and great theme. It's very subtle, but it adds to the film so much because it's just one of those themes that just feels so dramatic and I don't know, deep, I guess. It just this the theme just adds so much to the movie. My only minor issue with the movie is it can be boring at times, but even at those times I was so interested and curious as to what was going to happen next. This movie was one of the most surprising films of the whole year. It's definitely one of the best movies I saw so far this year, and I'm going to give Ad Astra an A. Please see this movie in IMAX like I did. It's definitely worth it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to more videos very soon. I do recommend you see this movie because this movie is incredible. If you are into slow burn kind of movies, because this movie is slow burn, you'll definitely enjoy it, or hopefully you will. Anyways, just go check it out and see what you think. And anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.